Hi guys, it's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I love the smell of Palo Santo wood, clearing space. It's been a while since I've been on here. I have really been going through the ascension process, and I have a treat for you guys that is in the works. It's not quite done yet. However, for my twinsies and my divine masculine feminines out there, uh, I had a huge download and it was a meditation. Like I was literally given a meditation. It's all I can do to meditate, let alone to script one. So I was given a meditation on how to balance your inner divine masculine, divine feminine, mother, father, God energies within a sacred heart space. And it's for all of you out there that are on this journey, and it is a difficult one. Okay, but this reading today is not a twin flame. Maybe it is, depending on how it turns out, right? But I am just doing a general collective pick-a-pile reading before I head to, I don't know, no cats. I don't know what caused that. Maybe that's spirit saying, pay attention. Anyhow, I'm heading to Cincinnati, Ohio. Actually, it's Sharonville, Ohio, for the Victory of Light expo. It's one of the biggest ones that I do, and it is going to be linked in the description box below. Okay, so this is a pick a pile reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Come on in. Let's move these back so you can see them. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. You guys know, if you want to book a private reading, the link's always in the description box below. And if you would like to donate to the channel to help keep it running and to contribute for the energy that I put out, that would be a good karma donation link listed also below. And here we go. Okay, so pile number 1 is Tiger's Eye, very protective, psychic protective stone. Pile number 2, I don't remember what it's called. I swear to God, it was given to me by a very close friend at an expo when I was grieving the loss of my mother and sister. He said that this would really be helpful. If you guys know what it is, please link it in the description box below because I have forgotten. Okay, and pile number 3 is citrine. It actually has, I think, a little bit of amethyst in it, if you can see. All right, so let's get cracking. We're going to do 3 deep breaths. I want you to close your eyes. And when you open your eyes, the very first pile that your spirit guides bring you to is the pile that you should check. And if it doesn't resonate, you got 2 more choices, right? Okay, so on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. 2 more. Okay, open your eyes. Okay, did you get your pick? Don't argue with your higher self, okay? And if you are arguing between 2, maybe that's spirit's way of telling you to watch both. Okay, so let's see what pile number 1 has. Let me get these cards out here. Give me just a chance to look at them. I know they're not all going to be on screen. I will show them to you up. I'll lift them up and show them to you one by one as I read. Oh, I like that. I got one more here. Okay, let's see. I just want to look for a moment. Wow. Okay. So pile number one. Now remember, the energies are fluid and time is not linear, it is secular. And something I think I've realized by watching other readers myself is that all readings are accurate. They are all just different timelines depending on the vibrational field that you are existing in the now moment. Okay. So when a video resonates with you, it simply means that it is the timeline reading that you are in during the now moment. Phew. And remember that they can go vice versa because I'm reading for a lot of people out there and there are cross watchers. Well, I wouldn't say cross watchers, but there are a bunch with a pick a pile. There's just a bunch of different people picking the pile. Okay, but I'm definitely seeing here, I want to celebrate for you. If you picked pile number one, and if this resonates with you, you have been working really, really, really hard on self-love and healing. And I see perhaps an addiction of some sort. Remember, addictions are just things that we use to cope. It could be anything from shopping to wine, drinking. You know, the bad ones are out there. You know, you could be on drugs, whatever. I'm not going there because that's low vibrational. And what I see on the table here is whatever your addiction is, it could even be another partnership, right? But whatever your addiction is, you've been working so hard on yourself. And so, because of the self work that you are doing or will be doing, I see something very beautiful coming in for you. It's almost like when you start loving yourself and caring for yourself, you're tapping into this higher vibrational frequency that is going to help you to tap in to your third eye, your intuition, any gifts that you're being given at this time. We just had that 1111 portal, and some of us have been working on this ascension journey for a while now. And what I'm seeing here is literally some of you are overcoming addictions and moving forward onto your highest and best life. Um, I do see romance on the table for some of you. So this might resonate that way. But the overall story I am seeing here is this is a story of overcoming. It's finding your joy, it's going within, it's listening to your higher self, it's getting those DNA code downloads that have been being sent to us. And if this isn't you, this could be somebody that you're dealing with in relationship, but you know, I'm looking at you. It pretty much feels like I'm looking at you. So let me tell you why I see what I see. Okay, we're going to do the oracles first because I think the oracles is what's going to bring the tarot into alignment here. We have the goddess Green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. Okay, look at that. Her third eye is wide open. You guys have a lot of cards like this. Watch as I show them to you. So you are supremely protected, especially if you've been awakened to the ascension journey. And trust me, if you have, you know it. Because signs and synchronicities and just it's overwhelmingly positive, but it feels so rough because you got to heal all that stuff. And it looks like you've been working really hard here. All right. So the universe wants you to know that you are supremely protected. You have green Tara. Green is the color of the heart chakra. And I believe this is what's happening with you guys is you are healing, balancing your chakras. Okay. So then we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness, consideration. And it's a number one. This is a brand new beginning. And I believe this is you guys learning how to love again, how to open up your heart chakra, how to begin trusting your own intuition. You see, the problem in life when we don't trust others, say you've been hurt really bad, you've been loved and lost, you've had childhood wounding, maybe you've been in abusive, neglectful situations, but whatever it is, when we start distrusting our external world and closing down our chakras so that people cannot harm us, what happens is we don't realize that if we heal ourselves, if we learn to move back into the heart chakra, to open it up and expand it out, that you cannot be hurt by anybody. Because when your third eye is open, they can't trick you anymore. So those people that you fell for that were no good for you, you've gone through that process. That's what the ascension path is all about, is learning how to tap in, turn on, tune in to your higher knowing. Okay, so the High Lady of Love and Compassion is all about unconditional love and not having to worry or stress about whether or not somebody's going to harm you if you open up and are willing to receive, because they cannot harm you. Now you will recognize poor behaviors and patternings before they even get 20 minutes into asking you on a date. So this is a time that you guys are learning how to move back into your heart chakra. Okay, for some of you, this is to prepare you for a new beginning with a partner. We have Cupid. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered your reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Okay, so for some of you, if this resonates, it could be a relationship read, but I'm going to tell you from my psychic perspective, I feel like this is all about you. Okay, so take it as it resonates, but it says, your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance or unconditional love has triggered this reawakening, and they are celebrating you, which is what I see right here in this Three of Cups, is celebration. All right, so where do I want to go next? I want to go to vision. Hopefully you can see that. It's a number 8. 8 is a very, very spiritual number. It's about infinity. It's about contracts, soul contracts. It's about what goes around, comes around. It's energetic, secular patterning. Okay, and this is Aphrodite. We have vision. So most of you, probably all of you, have in previous lifetimes known how to use your intuition and your third eye. Your pineal gland was not toxicated by all of the toxins here in the 3D world. So this is a pattern of remembering, not really learning how to be psychic, but to have a remembering of your higher knowledge. Okay. So what is this doing for you? This patterns, that you are remembering past lives, clearing old karma, learning how to move back into your heart chakra, with the Lady of Love and Compassion, knowing that you're protected, soaring into joy. That's where I want to go next. Soaring into joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. This is the energy that you need to be in. Spirit is telling me to tell you that if you can soar into joy, if you can have childlike wonder in your life, you are going to manifest this beautiful new beginning. And I feel this is a creative endeavor. So for some of you, you might be doing like me. You might be opening your own spiritual business. You could be a healer. You could be a reader. You could be a channeler. You could be anything, but it feels spiritually based for you. Okay, you're divinely protected. But what's had to happen is you've had to go within. I'm going to take this card next. This has the hermit frequency, is what I'm feeling energetically. It's a number 13, which is a 4. It's about building foundations, security. Okay, in our lives, we build a lot of foundations that don't stand for the test of time. They might stand for a while, maybe a long, long while, but they don't stand the test of time unless we build very firm foundations. Okay, and this is called solitude because you're meant to go within yourself. You can't go to the outside world. Yes, watching readings like this is very helpful, but after you get your message, you should really try to meditate. And I'm just actually learning how to do that correctly. I've always meditated, but I've, monkey mind. I don't really get it right, but I am now learning how to meditate, and this has been helping me to achieve my dreams. And this is what I see. This is so beautiful. So you need to go within yourself and and address your addictions. Okay? Address your addictions, whatever they are. Some of you, quite frankly, it's drinking. Okay? Some of you. We got the 3 of Cups and we've got the Knight of Cups, and he's drinking from his own cup. Now, I could have used a regular tarot deck for this, but Spirit specifically drew me to the After Tarot. So I'm going to trust that message. I feel like some of you guys are struggling with alcoholism. Others of you are just, you're overeating, you're over watching TV, you're submersing yourself in YouTube videos, but there is an excessive amount of something that you are using to comfort yourself through this awakening process. You've got to be the caterpillar willing to go to goo. And the only way you can do that is you've got to break all these old patternings, because to bring ourselves into this new vibration of joy and alignment with spirit, we are going to co-create such a better, peaceful, loving earth, right? Phew, you guys' energy is all up in me at the moment. So we have Knight of Wands. Okay, I put 3 cards out for you. Knight of Wands is what I believe is your achievement. It's what you're doing. Wands is all about inspiration and creation. Okay, Wands gets us up out of our chair and moving. It is fire energy. So I feel like you've been kind of in solitude, learning a lot of life lessons, learning to trust your visions, knowing that you are supremely protected. And even if you don't know, now you do. Okay, but you're learning about love, and it's starting with you. With you. You've got to drink from your own cup. Okay, you have to fill your own cup so that you can drink from your cup, is what I'm hearing. Okay, because all of us, every light worker, every starseed, every human being, or every soul that is here having a human experience, we all come from unconditional love, which is the original God source, right? Creative source. And the planet is awakening, and we are changing mass consciousness. The only way we can do that is one mind at a time, because the collective consciousness is all thoughts that everybody thinks, every single person here. We think, 80,000 thoughts a day, and every one of them is their own vibration, and they never go away. They're out there in the ethers that you can tap into at any time. And I believe that on this ascension journey, that is what we're learning. We are learning to heal our past, our childhood wounding. We are learning to give up all the pain, all of it. You're going to have to heal all the pain. That's that heart as light as a feather, or soul as light as a feather, heart with wings, right? So when you go through this process, boy, I keep losing my train of thought because this energy is really, really, really strong. So I believe, I'm just going to put it in a nutshell. I believe that what Spirit is telling you is that they are celebrating your process, that you have come so far and you need to pat yourself on the back and tell yourself what a great job you're doing. Most of you have overcome some patterns, and well, you've overcome a lot. Like, I feel so much energy from you guys. You're just healing, 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 and it's been so painful. But your spirit guides are applauding you. They're like, you're doing so great. Remember self-love, Cupid, you can't attract to you what you don't resonate with. So if you can't resonate in the frequency of joy and love, then this is not available to you, because nothing can exist in the frequency of love but love. So during all of this, you have now been told to focus on you. Whatever you were focusing on before, if you're a divine masculine or divine feminine, you've probably been a little obsessively thinking about your counterpart. If that doesn't apply to you guys, whatever it is in your life that God has been putting heavy, heavy on your mind, and because you've been thinking of it every night before bed, every morning when you first wake up, and all through the day, right? Those were the healing times. That was the chrysalis. That was the healing process. That was this solitude. All right. But now, when you've gone through all of this, Spirit is saying, now you get the inspiration. For some of you, you're being told to focus on you. Okay. There is abundance coming for group number 1 here. I can feel it on the horizon, but you are going to have to create something, okay? Whether it's a new business, a new friendship, a new place to live, or whatever has been on your heart and mind, because Spirit is really pushing you, right? So you're going to get the idea, the inspiration, and you're going to act on it, okay? And this is going to bring you great success. And I do feel for a lot of you, this has to do with spiritual business, a business based on your spirituality, helping and serving others. It doesn't have to be, like religious or spiritual. It just means that you will be in service to others. Okay. But you're going to have to take care of yourself first. Spirit is saying you need to build up your own self-love and vibrate in this joy frequency and be this high lady of love and compassion to yourself first. And then you can call in your divine counterpart. And know that during this process, you are all divinely protected. Okay. So your last card here is entrepreneur. And that's why I said, I feel like a lot of you, this is going to free you up once you come out the other side of the healing process. Now, remember, we're always healing. It never ends. It's not like you're going to get to the end of it. But when you can get into the frequency of joy and love, this is what you will be building. And here is that wand, right? It's on fire now. And the angel is lighting this fire within you. In the background, look at those mountains you've had to overcome to get to this place. So self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So this is beautiful. You've got this angel that is showing you the way, lighting your fire, inspiring you, giving you the ideas to move on, to possibly build your own business. And here is Green Tara, who is supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut because you're going through that process, right? Move beyond your limitations and learn to trust. Okay, guys, I love you. I hope this resonated. The energy was high. I'm like shaking. You guys are on the path, man. You're doing great. Don't give up on you. Everything that you have worked so hard for is just on the horizon. And I feel like you've done all the work, but there's still some patterning that you have that you need to break in habitual dependencies. Okay, like maybe you've got to have that glass of wine every night, or you've got to smoke that joint before bed, or you've got to uh, eat that piece of cake and have ice cream, or maybe you've got to, whatever it is you do, your coping skills. I feel like you're still working on those, and spirit is applauding you, saying you may not feel like you have done all the work yet, but you are so far along on your journey. Sorry, guys. Your energy is really woo. Okay, so we are going to move on now to pile number 2. And I didn't bring a pen again. If you guys, I'm heading out to Cincinnati. If the first person that watches this video, if you could do me a favor and timestamp, even if it's just the pile you picked, that would be so wonderful, because I don't know that I'll have time to do it. Okay, pile number 2. Let me get these cards out here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow. Pile number 2, you guys are going through some shit. These energies are very, very strong. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. Okay, so give me just a second to look at your cards. All right, so Spirit wants me to tell you guys, this is very similar to pile number 1, only much more intense. So if you guys pick 2 piles, 1 and 2, wow, wow, wow. Okay, so where do I want to start with this, Spirit? This has been a very painful ending. Oh my gosh, I can just feel, and not like, it's your thoughts that make it so painful. It's the way you talk to yourself in your head. It's the words that you use. You know, I've been getting a lot of this lately, and I used to do it myself. I still find myself doing it occasionally, but not as much. But I've been hearing people say, I hate myself. I always screw up. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm never enough, right? Well, Spirit wants you to know that you have always been enough, just the way you are. But like I said, we are going through this ascension path, and this journey is tough, man, because in order for us to create the new earth, the new higher frequency, the 5D frequencies of love, we have to shed all of those lower frequencies. We cannot hold not even one of them within our heart, not even one. Okay, we have to forgive everybody that has ever done anything to harm us. We have to try to meditate and remember past life traumas that we can clear. But this has been tough, guys. So I just want to give you a big hug and tell you that everything that you are going through right now, everything that you are going through is to bring you into this place of radiance. You see, the oyster cannot make this beautiful, beautiful pearl without going through a lot of agitation and pain, right? And that's what I see here. I got the 10 of Swords for you guys. This is the end of this cycle. Just so you know, when the 10 comes up, you are at the end. You have come through the darkest night of the soul, facing your shadows. But you are revealing radiance. God is working on raising your vibration, clearing your energetic field, making you this beautiful, bright, wise. Pearls are wisdom. The I keep wanting to say clam. The oyster has to go through a lot, layer after layer after layer after layer of knowledge and wisdom to get to this pearl. And I'm really feeling deep, deep, deep spiritual work has been happening with you guys. If you pick pile number 2, look at, we've got this devil energy right here in the middle. I'm going to show you all 3 of your cards the way they came out. Look at this. We've got the 10 of swords. I mean, this guy's just like killing himself with these thoughts that he's had. Trying so badly to heal every one of those broken thoughts of I'm not good enough, right? All of those friendships and lovers and relationships that you've had over the years where you gave and gave and gave, and they never seemed to fully appreciate you and give back in the way that you dreamt of, right? These thoughts, whether you knew it or not, these thoughts are what kept you from that divine love. Because when you are in the energy of destruction, look at this, devil energy and the tower, you were destroying your own inner peace place with all of these negative thoughts and allowing other people to generate more of them for you, right? So this was a pattern. This was a definite hard lesson to learn, but you did it. Look at this. I just want to shake your hand. You faced your shadow. You faced that devil energy, right? And if you haven't, you're going to. Trust me, eclipse season's coming in December. That's just a couple of weeks away. And when that happens, if you haven't done this shadow work, this is what you're going to get. For some of you, you've already gotten this, right? This tower moment where you just realized you saw all of it. You just saw it all. You faced your shadow. You saw all of your demons. You saw all the demons of the people around you. You may not be at the end of the healing, but you are definitely at the end of the behavior that caused this 10 of swords. And if you're not, trust me, you're going to be, because the universe is going to come in and take care of it for you, right? They're going to take care of it for you. So we have here conclusion. See, this goes with that 10 of swords. Conclusion. This is a chapter look at chapter 1, the end. You are definitely closing a chapter here. And this is a number 3. It's a very, very divine number. You know, the whole Trinity. When things come together in a triad, it involves mind, body, and spirit, right? So this pathway, this journey that you've been doing, this shadow work that you're being called to do or are doing, is ending this chapter for you, because God saw your struggles, right? The universe saw your struggles. Source saw your struggles. And they didn't want you living in this pattern anymore. They wanted to free you from this codependency, this addiction, whatever this devil represents for you. I feel like it's just lower vibration. It's a myriad of all of the lower frequencies. And there are so many. It's not even just 1 or 2 things, you know. It's patterning that we learned since probably many lifetimes ago. So what I see here, though, is very unique, because I've noticed in this pickup card reading so far that Source is really calling in the light workers to get on mission. And for some of you, because we have Lady of the Gift. Okay, this is generosity, receiving, withholding. This is beautiful. I feel like you have been called to do spiritual work, because we have energy work here. Isn't that interesting? Because it's like the baby Jesus with an angel over him. That's beautiful. So energy work, that's what Jesus came here to do, was energy work, to raise the frequency of the planet. And he did it. He paid a very high price for it, but he did it. So, Lady of the Gift, you are receiving a new gift from God, or remembering a gift you've always had. But this is energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients, and yourself, is what Spirit's telling me. So, and then I see this Mercury. Open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. For some of you, you're going to be teachers, right? You're going to speak, communicate, give lectures, do what I'm doing, talking to people about their spiritual path, right? And using energetic work. Some of you are Reiki healers, you're quantum touch healers, you're what's it called? EFT tapping, or whatever energy mode that you choose to be your mode of healing. Okay, but Mercury, wow. And then you got the caduceus here, which is all about healing that throat chakra. And Mercury is going direct on, oh, I don't have time to look it up. I'm not sure. I thought it said on here, but I'm not seeing it. But anyhow, it's real close, guys. Real close. Might even be already happening. Mercury going direct. Okay. I don't know why I'm looking at my calendar. This is a timeless reading. But anyhow, for those of you who are watching it now in January of 2019, Mercury is beginning to go direct, and it's going to open up communication. It's going to allow you to finally speak your truth. If you've been dealing in a situation where, there has been a holding back of your truth, this is Ten of Swords, communication and thought patterns. And you've been in a very low vibrational field with people that are not treating you well, or maybe you're not treating yourself well. But the devil energy is a very low frequency. And Ten of Swords is like killing me softly, but not so softly, with my own thoughts. And then with this Tower card, this is like your energy is going to open up, and Mercury is going to go direct, and you guys are going to be communicating. You're going to be doing energy work. You're already doing energy work on yourself. Actually, the angels are doing it for you. Then we have this magic prayer, which is a 5. It's the prayer of change, right? 5s are all about change. So a lot of you have been praying and asking for change in your life. Maybe you've just been unhappy and in a very low frequency, around low frequency people in your job space, in your home space, in your love relationship. Things end. Karmic lessons are learned. And when those karmic lessons are learned, when we face our shadows and our addictions and lower vibrational thought patterns, it brings about great upheaval and change in our life, to bring us into alignment to receive our gifts and knowledge and wisdom and radiance, ending old patterning and chapters that no longer serve us because we faced our shadow. Okay, and for some of you, you are being put on mission work to be a teacher, a speaker, and an energetic healer. Whew. Okay, that is your reading. I hope it resonates, guys. Many blessings. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And I am going to move on now to pile number 3. Whew, high energy today. Okay, pile number 3. If you guys, when you watch this, whoever is the first person, could you please put a timestamp for the other viewers down below? Because as soon as I'm done here, I have to get in my car and drive 4 hours to Cincinnati, Ohio. 2, I'll drive myself, and well, actually, it's going to be more than 4 hours. But anyhow, I drive from here to Cleveland, and my friend drives from Cleveland to Cincinnati. So what is going on? Ooh, I like this one. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Wow, this is so profound. All of these I'm going to have to title this pick apart pile reading, where are you on your ascension path, on your awakening? Because that's what all these readings have been about. This is beautiful. Okay, so where do I want to start, Spirit? Pile number 3. You guys, wow. So this energy, if it hasn't happened, it's coming for you. I feel like, there's a split here. I'm feeling split energy. Some of you are just awakening to your path. Okay? Awakening. This is the Queen of Swords, but if you look right at the top of her sword, is that little itty bitty butterfly. And your first card here is Justice. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so for some of you, this is beautiful, guys. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Where do I start, Spirit? All right, there's many, many messages I'm getting here, so I feel like there's quite a few of you that picked pile number 3. For some of you, you have just released yourself from a commitment. And it could be a marriage, it could be a long-term relationship, it could be a job, it could be anything. But it was a huge, huge commitment that you had. And it became imbalanced. It was just not balanced, right? So you've been cleaning house. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I don't want to go into like the whole explanation until I give you the couple of scenarios I'm getting. For some of you, you're literally leaving behind a relationship, marriage, some kind of a contract is what I'm hearing, a contract. Whether it was a literal paper contract, something to do with the legal system or the justice system, or if it is a soul contract on the etheric level, right? That a soul contract is something that you agreed to before you came here in a human body. All right? Something that you agreed to with other members of your soul tribe to learn karmic lessons for some of you. So if you're going through a divorce, or if you've ended a huge chapter in your life that felt unbalanced, felt out of accord, like justice wasn't being had, justice is now coming in for you. And during this process, you are going to learn how to guard yourself. Well, first of all, you're going to transform. You're going to go through this beautiful, beautiful transformation of awakening and journeying and seeking. And it's just, it's so beautiful. And a lot of you are using the law of attraction to bring in this new frequency for you because you weren't happy where you were at. So, by manifesting, you start daydreaming about, your best job or your best relationship or your best anything. You start daydreaming about it, and then you start feeling these emotions of needing to make change, needing to get out of the frequency you're in, because that's the awakening, right? Signs and synchronicities, 1111, 222, 444. It's just, and for some of you, you get activated by a soul member, right? Your divine masculine, your divine feminine, your soulmate. Maybe it's a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, but somebody usually activates you to this inner growth. It's where you get to the end of a cycle in your life of being a martyr or a victim or an overgiver, an overachiever. And, there was no balance. There was no balance. Either you didn't give as much as you should have, or somebody else or other situations didn't give enough back to you, but there was an imbalance. So you go through this awakening, and all of a sudden, you are wiser. You are smarter. You have better communication skills, and you have healthy boundaries because you've become this brand new, beautiful being of light and love and butterflies. You've gone through the transformation. You now know how to recognize when the lower frequencies try to feed off of your energy, try to pull you back down into the lower vibrations. You have learned how to see that shit coming from a mile away, and you will not be tolerating it any longer. You will not. I'm telling you, because this Queen of Swords, she don't take anybody's bullshit. Okay? Why? Because she's transformed and she's now following spirit. You guys are going to get to where you trust spirit. And this is going to put you on a brand new path. This is going to be, I got the whole world in my hands. That's what I'm hearing for you. And for some of you, this is in love, okay? Because down here I see this there are two flowers. There's red for love and there's white for purity. So it could be a reset in your romantic life. But I feel like it's going to show up in so many more ways than just romance. It's going to be partnerships, better job, better everything. Your whole life. I'm hearing that by this time next year, you won't even recognize yourself. You will have changed so much. Okay? Because you are attracting, well, where do I want to start? You are renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Look at this guy is pushing the clutter right over the cliff. This is going deep within you and healing all of the baggage. You know how people use the phrase, oh, well, they have baggage. Well, guess what? In the 5D frequency that we are raising consciousness to, one mind at a time, one person at a time, one soul at a time, when we get that 100th monkey, the scales are going to tip in the favor of the higher frequency, and you're going to be right smack dab in the middle of it because you have cleared your energetic field and healed all of that lower vibrational baggage, right? Baggage. Oh, the energy's so high today. Oh my God. All right. So then we have the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. It is a 24, which breaks down to a 6. 6 is, again, this justice card. It's all about balancing. Balancing. I'm looking at your cards here. So the map maker of destiny. There's that feather. 2 of them. This guy is not allowing his monkey mind. It's like you were bogged down in the details, right? Thinking, planning, thinking, planning, healing, thinking, healing, thinking. I mean, the cycles are going round and round and round, but you're looking for clarity. See that? Clarity right there in the looking glass. So whether you know it or not, and some of you know it because you've been practicing it, but you're seeking hidden treasure, right? The map maker. The map is going to lead you to this inner treasure. And the map is spirit, Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So you are mapping out your own destiny by trusting the divine, trusting that this spiritual awakening that you're having is putting you right where you need to be to seek this hidden treasure, right? You're looking for clarity and healing and co-creating with the divine your next pathway in life because you've completed something. You're seeking this balance in this new energy, and you're using the law of attraction to move you forward. right? Movement, fast movement, guys. Okay, so correction. For some of you, this has been slow going, but it's like I feel like it's gonna get this boost. Because when I look at this card, it's a 10. 10 is the end of a cycle, right? It's the end. This horse has been on this journey for a while now, and they're seeking to get moving. They're being inspired, right? How are they being inspired? By decluttering their life, trusting heaven, seeking the hidden treasure, looking for balance, trying to find the balance within your relationships and in your life by going through the healing process and learning healthy boundaries. The Queen of Swords is only a bitch when she needs to be. She is filled with so much love, but she has learned her karmic lessons. You're going to see that shit coming, guys. You're going to see it coming. You are never going to have to worry about low vibrational relationships if you do this work ever again. You're going to have the whole world in your hands because you are using the law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest them wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to the higher frequencies. Yes, that's what's happening here. That's exactly what's happening. You guys are learning to manipulate your life and your abundance and your relationships through this law of attraction. You have become the map maker of your own destiny by trusting in the higher powers, trusting in Archangel Michael. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. You got Archangel Michael here telling you to trust, telling you that you are safe and that angels are so close to you. Surrender your concerns and allow that miracle to occur. You've done the work. You've been looking for clarity, right? Spirit says it's time to get moving. Clarity comes in action because the law of attraction is you already have it, right? You've got to vibrate in the frequency of already having it and being grateful for it. And when you just, I did a little law of attraction ritual or exercise. It wasn't really a ritual. It was an exercise. I did a little mini meditation and I picked an object, any object, and I picked a feather. And I was like, okay, so I want to picture myself holding this feather. I want to picture and really, really visualize it. I'm holding a feather, and then there's a feather on one of my cards, and then there's a feather on the ground, and you're visualizing each of these, a feather on a bumper sticker, right? A feather on somebody's hat. And you visualize that, and you ask Spirit to bring you confirmation of the law of attraction through the day by seeing that symbol at least 5 times. Okay. And oh my God, I just said it here. I just saw 2 feathers in this, and I set my intention. I just wanted to see if I could attract the feather, right? And I just did it, and I've already seen 2. Okay, so I got 3 to go. But anyhow, so once you learn the law of attraction, and some of you might be studying this, right? Because you're looking to map your own destiny and to find your hidden treasure within you. And some of you, it's money. You might be trying to manifest money. You might be trying to manifest love, a commitment, a new job, whatever you're trying to manifest. Whether you know it or not, you are really tapped in and turned on to the law of attraction. So be very careful about your thoughts, what you are thinking. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest them wisely. Okay? And then when you're manifesting, you've got to put some kind of action against it, right? Movement, action, details, make a list, check it twice, visit it every day, tweak it as you need to, right? But you can manifest anything. Right now, I think you're manifesting a higher frequency, and that's beautiful. And because of that, you are going to find your new beginning, possibly in love and romance, but it's going to be different for each of you. But I just keep hearing, I got the whole world in my hands. Okay, so this has been your message. I love you guys so much. Please hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Those interactions boost the algorithm so that my YouTube channel can get put out there for suggestions for other people. Okay, and anybody that feels like time stamping for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am going to be gone for the weekend. I will see you guys on the other side. Don't forget, I am in the works of making this meditation for you. Okay, so watch for that. I don't know how long it's going to take. I made it was almost perfect. There were 2 times I messed up with my words. And I know it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be perfect. So I'm going to redo it until I get it just right. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Namaste.